It's time for the Coach's Corner Show with your host, Pat Disabato.
Hello, welcome to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. I'm your host, Pat Disabato from the Daily Southtown newspaper. And if you haven't figured it out by now, folks, we are at TF South High School, home of the Rebels. Man, do I love coming back here, bring some great memories back. Got a great show for you tonight, a pretty special show, bittersweet. Football coach Tom Padjen and his brother Bob Padjen, defensive coordinator at TF South, will be our guests. Tom Padjen has decided to call it a career after 40 years here as head coach, 43 years overall, and he's a 1968 grad of TF South. So one of the best coaches in the state, an icon, man, a legend, and just a tremendous person beyond being an outstanding coach. So we're going to talk to Tom and Bob here and take a little stroll down memory lane and have some good times here. So looking forward to that. Unfortunately, the Rebels lost their first round playoff game on Friday, 17-14 to Rock Island. Overall, 234 wins, 160 losses during his career. Twice the Rebels advanced to the semifinals in the state playoffs. So we're going to go to a Beggar's Pizza timeout right now, folks. Go to beggarspizza.com. Join the Big Cheese Club. You get some nice perks. We come back, we will have on Tom Padjen, Bob Padjen as our guests. TF South football. Stay tuned.
We came up with a bunch of clever commercial ideas to entice you into trying Beggar's Pizza. We decided to let the food speak for itself.
Hello, boys. I'm a drop-dead gorgeous pepperoni sausage, hold the vegetables deep dish pizza. Just look at my cheese. Your place or mine. Beggar's Pizza. We lay it on thick.
For more than 25 years, Midwest Orthopedic Consultants has been dedicated to providing comprehensive orthopedic excellence. The physicians at Midwest Orthopedic Consultants, with convenient locations in Orland Park and Oak Lawn, have received specialized training in subspecialty areas, allowing them to treat even the most complicated orthopedic conditions. X-rays and MRIs are available at both facilities, allowing patients to get everything completed in one location the same day. Ortho Urgent Care is provided Monday through Thursday between 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. and Saturdays from 8 a.m. till noon at their Oak Lawn location. Midwest Orthopedic Consultants.
Having surgery or dealing with some type of nagging pain that limits your function? Then get to athletics. We offer treatment for all types of orthopedic injuries, work-related injuries, and sports injuries. Therapists with over 20 years of experience provide treatment that is efficient and effective. Our 2,000 square foot clinics offer state-of-the-art equipment from HydroTrack, Blankenship, and Biodex. If your doctor suggests physical therapy, then you suggest athletics, where every patient is treated like a champion.
All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. Pretty big day out here, folks. We got the Padjen brothers. It's been a few years, but we're back at TF South. Tom Padjen, Bob Padjen. Thanks for coming on board, guys.
Thanks, Ben. Thanks for being here on a Sunday morning.
Sunday morning. Look at the dedication by these guys. You know, this guy right here, he's going to have a lot of time on his hands because, unfortunately, bittersweet, 40 years as head coach, 43 overall at TF South. Your alma mater. You're retiring. Bob's going to stick around, though. But why now? Tom, why'd you feel the need to hang him up?
Just felt like it was time with this group. We had an outstanding group of senior leaders and outstanding group of young men, and we were having a lot of fun. And I go, if there's a group I want to go out with, it's going to be this group. And 43 years is a long time.
It's a long time, man. Plus all the time here as a student athlete, so yeah, very loyal. No doubt about it, man. It doesn't get much more loyal than you.
I've been blessed to spend my whole career here. It's been great. A lot of tremendous memories, tremendous families and young men that I've been able to coach, had the privilege to coach.
And a great booster club.
The
right?
booster club. Without the booster club, I don't know where we'd be. They've been tremendous over the years, from the lights, the track, to the support we've had in recent years from Rick Seymour. It's been fantastic.
Yep. Unfortunately, you guys lose on Friday in the first round, 17-14. I've got it by some good sources that you guys got hosed on a few penalty calls, but those are the breaks, unfortunately. But as the time's winding down, Tom and Bob, you guys both answer this. What was going through your head? That this is it.
We've come back in ball games all season long, and there was still time on the clock. So it's like you're hoping for the big play. You're going to try and make something happen. Yeah, there were some things that went against us, but this team this year, they always fought and they left everything out on the field, and that's all you can ask. And you just it's just a rush of emotion.
Yep. Yeah. What about you, Bob? I mean, this last time you guys are going to coach together.
Yeah, it was a sad ending. We've come back a lot this year, and we had a never die spirit with the seniors. Great group of seniors. Got down 10-0 in the game and fought back. Yeah. And this time we just didn't have the rabbit's foot, and a lot of tears were shed, a lot of hugs, and we got great support here. And the kids, yeah, they were down, but they know, what, they fought all year and fought through adversity and things, and played well throughout the whole season. And we played well Friday night, and it just wasn't meant to be.
No, 17-14, and really emotional for you because your son Reese is a quarterback, senior quarterback. So, he's going to play baseball in the spring, right? He'll
end up playing baseball, but he had a great season. I mean, threw for close to 1,700 yards. Had some great games. Led us back in the Tinley game with 28 seconds to go through the touchdown pass. We came back to beat Shepard in the last series. We played some great games, kept some great composure, and really proud of how Reese played, and just proud of how all our seniors played, and including the juniors. We have a good group of juniors coming back next year.
Okay, now, Tom, let's try and go back in time. 1968, you're a senior here at TF South, all right? You're on your way, you're going to play college ball at Iowa State, tight end. If someone had told you this was going to occur, you're going to spend 43 years, come back here and be a coach, teacher, what would your...
There's no way. I would have told them you're crazy. I had aspirations of possibly coaching in college and moving on that way, and who knows with the playing career, but I was very fortunate. I came back home and married a young gal from Iowa State, my wife Jan, who has been so supportive over the years, and she's a saint for putting up with all this and the time away from the family. Our Uncle John was the first coach here, so it's in the family. It's a family legacy, and we talk about family tradition, the Rebel football family, and it's just been awesome, the memories that come back over the years of tremendous young men. You think of outstanding players, but it's really the whole team. It's not just the star players. It's the guys that are the foundation of everything. And we've had a lot of guys go on, and not everybody's going to be a professional athlete or be a big star in college, but we have guys that have made great careers and wonderful families, and they come back to visit and share their experiences with our guys, and that's really special.
And I do have to give kudos to your wife, Jan, because anytime I called, no matter what day, what time, always very courteous, and I was able to contact you. So she is a sweetheart. There's no doubt about it. And you have to have a great wife. If you're in this profession for 40 years, man, you better have a good wife.
You better have a very understanding and patient wife. There's no doubt about that. And yeah, very fortunate that way.
All right, so career highlights for both of you guys. What would you say that some of the career highlights for you are?
Career highlights, just being a part of the Rebel football program. Some great games that you go back.
Richards, Oak Forest
Richards battles, the Oak Forest battles, coaching against Gary Corhonen. When we moved back into that league, we've been kicked out of some leagues and voted off the island. But when we went back in the league with Richards, I always told Gary, we knew we had to get and work to be at the competitive level they were at, and so that was our challenge at that point. And there's just some tremendous games. Even going back with Ron Tomczak, the Hall of Fame coach over at TF North. Those were some battles. I learned a whole lot of football from Ron, and he even came back after he retired. He helped us out with things. Tremendous coach.
What about you, Bob? What are some of the highlights for you?
Probably Rich East, battling the likes of Bob Lombardi, Gary Cahoran, and some of the playoff games we had with him. I think we met up twice in the playoffs, and just playing some of the great coaches and the scheming and things. And there's a lot of great people in this game, and you have to be humble when you win, humble when you lose. And our conference has some great guys. The McDonoughs, that's quality. They're quality coaches, they're quality people. And when you see them outside of football, you're friends, you're together, and that means a lot to us.
Yep, absolutely. All right, folks, we are going to go to a Lisa Thomas salon timeout. Remember, high school kids, $17 for a cut for boys, $27 cut for girls. Just show your high school ID. Locations in Mokina, Tinley, and Oak Forest. When we come back, more with Bob and Tom Padjen. TF South football. Stay tuned.
You can only make one first impression, so make sure it's a good one with the Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club, where it's fun and affordable to get the latest trends. Girls, head to the salon and get pampered for only $27. Guys, get the cut and style you've always wanted for only $17. Or try out our other salon services. It's time to get noticed, only at Lisa Thomas Salon. Your style, perfect style.
Bob's Auto Body and Repair in Blue Island has been prospering since 1968 when Robert Warniak Sr. opened a business. Bob's goal? To go above and beyond to satisfy their customers. Whether it's a small ding or a major collision repair, Bob's has a trained technician and state-of-the-art equipment to meet the high standards their customers expect and that Bob's demands. Bob's also offers complete mechanical services for your automobile, from an oil change to brake repairs. Mention this ad, Bob's will detail your car for free with any auto body work or give you a free oil change with any mechanical work. Bob's Auto Body and Repair, Blue Island. All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. If you're just joining us, we're at TF South High School. We've got the legendary Padjen brothers, Tom Padjen, Bob Padjen. Tom's retiring after 40 years as head coach of his alma mater, TF South. I love coming back to TF South. And good news, you got a Beggar's right around the corner.
Yes,
so that's a good thing, man. You got a Beggar's and the old, what was it, Pipes and Pizza?
Used to be the old Pipes and Pizza.
Old Pipes and Pizza,
Yeah.
man. But always a pleasure to come back here. And folks, you ever get a chance next year, come on out and watch a game here. The cannon's firing after touchdowns. It's old school. And Gerard Grabowski, my longtime cameraman, he knows a little thing about food. He says this concession stand, top notch. Best in the business, man.
Our booster club does a great job, no doubt about it.
All right, so you guys have been around a while. You've had some great games, playoffs. You played against some great competition. Who is the best opposing player you guys have coached against?
So many great players that we've gone up against, but looking back, probably as a playoff game way back with Rich East in '94 with Quincy Woods. And he drove his team down the final minutes of the game, took them down, threw some great passes, and they had the go-ahead touchdown with just over a minute to go. And we had to drive the length of the field. Scotty Mullen and that group with Chris Clapton came back. Eric Valiska, who coaches with us now, caught the winning touchdown pass in the final minutes. And we went for two and upset them and moved on to the next round of the playoffs. But Quincy was one heck of an athlete. I don't know. It's been great having this guy with us. He's been with us for 23 years, convinced him to come back as defensive coordinator, and I don't know how he defended Quincy Woods.
But we had one of the players that came back 2 weeks ago when we celebrated Tom's 40 years, TJ Olson, reminded Eric Valiska that Eric wouldn't have had the opportunity if TJ wouldn't have allowed the touchdown pass over him late in the game. So, I mean, TJ and Facebook was riding Eric a lot. Hey, you owe me a little bit because I gave you that opportunity.
Oh,
so,
man.
but it was just a great. Quincy was great guy.
He was. Quincy, and he'll be happy to hear this because he went on to USC, and now he's an assistant coach over at Rich Central, and the Olympics won their first playoff game, so they're hosting in round 2. So when I see Quincy, I'll let him know that. I'm going to give him a little heads up on this show to check it out.
Please do.
Because there's some great players, and you guys coach some great players, man. Pierre Thomas, Chris Clapton, like you said, Scotty Mullen. You guys have had some tremendous players through the years, man, and it's just been a blessing. You know, this area is just immersed in talent through the years, man.
It's been an honor to coach the young men who've come through this program, and it's so many memories, like I say, and our family's been such a part of Rebel football, and hopefully Bob continues on, and we have the program's in good shape. Our sophomores are 5-4, freshmen only lost a couple of ball games. We have a lot of coaches that have come back, guys who've played for me that are TF South grads. So they care a great deal about the program. So, it's a good foundation and bigger and better things to come, I hope.
Yeah, and it sounds like they're not going to have to go outside the program to name your successor. So, you got a lot of guys, a lot of TF South people, man, that are inside the program. A lot of loyal guys. So I'm sure we'll have another Rebel coming in here. We'll find out soon enough. So what's it been like, this dynamic? Who was the boss, Bob? I mean, if you wanted to do something, you had a certain scheme or you wanted to do something, did this guy ever say, we're not doing it this way, or he kind of just let you do your thing, man? What was it like?
He's the head coach of the defense.
I mean,
So you did.
there were some times he'd come and say, like, what the heck, and probably a little bit more profane words than that. Are we doing? And I mean, we had some breakdowns defensively, but our kids played, like a Catholic League style brand of defense.
Yep.
That's what we pride ourselves on, and we always take away the best plays, and I think we've had some good years. And this year was a good year where if you look at our point totals that we give up, I mean, Rock Island averaged 42 points. We gave up 17.
Yep.
We take pride on playing great defense, having good kids to coach, quality kids that listen, that study the film, and now with like huddle and all that, I mean, it makes it so much easier to get the kids and scout.
Yeah. What about you?
There was always some exciting dynamics on the sideline. There were some reporters. There were some reporters that loved to just be on our sideline and watch the interaction during the ball games.
Always positive, though.
Always positive. It was old school. Like when I used to cover Richards with Gary Corhorn and those guys, man, it was, it was more than PG rated, but it was always entertaining. You guys did it. You didn't blast the players. It was just amongst yourselves. But those days are few and far between anymore, man. You just don't see that type of dynamic. But if I ever covered a game here at TF South, I made sure to walk your sidelines because it was entertaining, man. Just like at Richards, I'd go to the Richards sideline. It was always entertaining, man. But and you pick up a lot of knowledge too from you guys. It was tremendous.
Our kids were always extremely well prepared, and he'd be calling out plays on the sidelines. Sometimes we couldn't stop him, but we knew what was coming, and so it's been great.
What when you guys look back at this journey together, what are you going to remember most? What's going to be the most memorable part of this?
Just sharing in all the excitement and sharing the Rebel football tradition and the Rebel football family, and just having them by my side to steer things in the right direction, because we've had some great years.
What about you, Bob?
I think coaching Tom's son, Mark, coaching my sons, Peyton and Reese, coaching my nephew, Shay, just some great memories with family, our assistant coaches that bonded together, and it's a Rebel family.
We've been fortunate, been able to coach my son. My daughter went to school here. She was a part as a student trainer, coaching both Reese and Peyton, and having the families involved, and it's been just a tremendous experience. Like I said, I've been blessed.
Yep. Well, it goes without saying, man. It was an honor to I wish I could have come out a little bit more in these recent years, but the business was a little bit different business. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But you guys, and Bob, I'm obviously going to see you because you're going to stick around. So it's, I hope to see you a little bit more often. And Tom, it was always fun to come out here. You're a class guy, all the way. And like I said, whenever you needed to talk, you're always wanting to promote your kids, your student athletes, and made it easy for me. So I really appreciate that through the years,
You've been great. I mean, you promote high school athletics, not just football, but everything across the board, and you've done a tremendous job over the years, and we appreciate everything that you've
thank
meant.
You very much. That means a lot, man, because like I said, when you think of certain schools like Gary Corhorn and Richards, Frank Lenny, Mount Carmel, and TF South, it's Tom Padjen, man. So that's quite a statement. So we're going to miss you. But I got a feeling we're going to see you around here on occasion.
Well,
right?
Talked to Gary yesterday. He's still around.
Shepard.
So
Shepard
he's
now.
going strong, so that's good to see.
But you know what? He's hit Shepard, obviously Richards, and Eisenhower. There is no way. There'll be snow in July before you go on TF North staff.
I don't think I own anything.
He's not going across the river.
That is not happening, man. All right. Well, again, thank you very much,
Thank you
Tom,
so much
all right?
for everything.
We will
Thanks, Pat.
talk, man. All right, Bob, thank you very
Thank
much, too. Folks, we are going to go to a timeout right now. I think you're at athletics timeout, right? All right, Tom Mulvey. We come back, we'll dissect some of the first round games, and we'll have players of the week. And you know what else? I have to get this from you, man. I wanted to hook you up. You guys go out for a little lunch, okay? You're going to have a lot of time on your hands. So I'm going to hook you up with a nice Labriola Bakery Cafe gift card. So you guys go out and have a little lunch.
So much.
Or you tell him no and take Jan out, okay? Head up to
Jan
Old
may
Brook,
have
go do some shopping, have a good day, all right? All right.
Thanks again.
Folks,
so
we'll
much.
be back.
Having surgery or dealing with some type of nagging pain that limits your function? Then get to Athletics. We offer treatment for all types of orthopedic injuries, work-related injuries, and sports injuries. Therapists with over 20 years of experience provide treatment that is efficient and effective. Our 2,000 square foot clinics offer state-of-the-art equipment from HydroTrack, Blankenship, and Biodex. If your doctor suggests physical therapy, then you suggest Athletics, where every patient is treated like a champion.
We came up with a bunch of clever commercial ideas to entice you into trying Beggar's Pizza. We decided to let the food speak for itself.
I'm a half sausage for you and your husband and a half just cheese for the kids, who never seem to stop moving. Go ahead and take the night off, Mom. I got you covered. Beggar's Pizza. We lay it on thick.
For more than 25 years, Midwest Orthopedic Consultants has been dedicated to providing comprehensive orthopedic excellence. The physicians at Midwest Orthopedic Consultants, with convenient locations in Orland Park and Oak Lawn, have received specialized training in subspecialty areas, allowing them to treat even the most complicated orthopedic conditions. X-rays and MRIs are available at both facilities, allowing patients to get everything completed in one location the same day. Ortho Urgent Care is provided Monday through Thursday between 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. and Saturdays from 8 a.m. till noon at their Oak Lawn location. Midwest Orthopedic Consultants. Hi, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. Remember, Lansing folks, Beggar's Pizza right down the street in Lansing. Got some good stuff over there, and I'd like to thank Tom and Bob Padjen, TF South Football, for being our guests, and we wish nothing but the best for Tom in his retirement. Do a little traveling, chill out, have fun. Enjoy those golden years, Tom. All right, folks, results segment sponsored by Athletics, Sports, and Orthopedic Physical Therapy, our good buddy Tom Mulvey. You know, right off the bat, what a first round of playoffs. We had 20 teams qualify for the playoffs locally. We're down to 9, and one of those teams eliminated, shockingly, was Brother Rice. They fall to Frem 45-42 on Saturday. So the Crusaders 8-2 on the season. 2-game losing streak, losing to Loyola and Frem. And I didn't think they'd win a state championship because of their defense. Just give them a tremendous amount of points. Case in point, Saturday's loss. Man, I never saw them losing in the first round, but still a great season by the Crusaders. Game I was at on Saturday, St. Lawrence 31, Richards 28 for St. Lawrence. Romello, Washington, big game, 21-25, 193 yards. Passing, 2 touchdowns. Faison Smart had 19 carries, 73 yards in the score. Alex Saunders, 53-yard TD reception. Levi Hamer, 15-yard TD reception. St. Lawrence will host Crete Monee. I'm thinking that game's going to be Saturday. Don't have a time yet. For Richards, Derek Flowers, a sophomore, he had 3 touchdowns. Pat Doyle ends a terrific 3-year varsity career at Richards with an 8-yard TD run. Bulldogs finish up 7-3. Don't hold any tag days. They will be back. They've got a great junior class. Sophomores were 8-1. Freshmen were 9-0. They're loaded. Derek Flowers will lead the charge next year. Game I was at Friday night, Lincoln Way Central 50, Reavis 20 for Lincoln Way Central. Very impressive performance, by the way. Matt Pollock, 123 yards rushing, 2 TDs. Nico Muto, 8 carries, 50 yards in the score. Mike Morgan, 7 carries, 38 yards in a TD. Hunter Campbell, 2 touchdown passes. The Lincoln Way Central will host Rolling Meadows, undefeated Rolling Meadows, 10-0. I'm guessing that one's going to be Friday night as well. I mean, we're taping on a Sunday. These things haven't been figured out, so I apologize for not having times and exact dates for you. For Reavis, Matt Beach, 1-yard TD run. Devonta Wilson, 55-yard TD reception. And Bailey Boyd was 18 of 36 for 274 yards and 2 touchdowns for the Rams. Another great season by Tim Cesada, 7-3. Lamont 35, Oak Forest 13 for the Bengals. Sean Davis, 9 carries, 94 yards on a TD. Watari Mason had 8 carries for 84 yards on a TD. Uncharacteristic season for the Bengals, 5-5. Lost to Lamont twice. For the Indians, who are 10-0, Anthony Martin, 17 carries, 136 yards and a TD. Jake Kirkman, 20 carries, 83 yards and a TD. Spencer Nagel was 9 of 19 for 201 yards and 2 TDs. Austin Nagel had a 71-yard TD reception for the Indians, who will host Danville. I'm suspecting with the long ride, our good friends at Danville will have to take. That game will probably be played on Saturday night. And then Shepard with a big win, 41-7 over Morgan Park for Shepard. Demetrius Harrison, 20 carries, 150 yards, 2 scores. Jack Carberry had a 3-yard TD run. Nico Carter with a 6-yard TD run. Micah Turbe, 2 field goals of 43 and 51 yards. 51-yarder. That's awesome. Shepard is going to have to take the big trek up to Rock Island. I don't know when that one will be, either Friday or Saturday. For Mopo, Benjamin Little hit Frederick McGee on a 47-yard TD pass. Good year for the Mustangs, 8-2. The Labriola Bakery Cafe Golden Baguette Player of the Week. We're going to go to college route here. A local college kid, St. Xavier quarterback Alex Martinez, who was a St. Lawrence grad. We had him on the show last year. He completed 28 of 37 passes for 392 yards and 4 touchdowns to lead the Cougars to a 45-28 win over Olivet Nazarene. We'll hook him up with a $25 gift card, compliments of the Labriola Bakery Cafe. And Elisa Thomas Salon Teen Cup Player of the Week. Lincoln East, Molly Hackett had 10 kills to guide the Griffins to a 25-6, 25-17 win over Joliet Central in the Class 4A Oak Forest Regional Semi. We'll hook up Molly with a nice goodie bag. Compliments of Lisa Thomas Salon, Mokina, Orland Park, and Tinley Park. We're going to a Labriola Bakery Cafe timeout. We return high and tight.
Looking for a unique dining experience with incredible food? Then check out Labriola Bakery Cafe. Opened by Rich Labriola, Chicago's premier artisan baker, you know they'll have great bread, but you won't believe the rest of their menu. Wood-fired Neapolitan pizzas, fresh pasta, and their world-famous Richie Burger. There's also homemade gelato and, of course, their famous bread. Labriola Bakery Cafe and Neapolitan Pizzeria, conveniently located in the Oakbrook Promenade.
You can only make one first impression, so make sure it's a good one with the Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club, where it's fun and affordable to get the latest trends. Girls, head to the salon and get pampered for only $27. Guys, get the cut and style you've always wanted for only $17. Or try out our other salon services. It's time to get noticed, only at Lisa Thomas Salon. Your style, perfect style.
All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. All right, before we get to high and tight, I'd like to congratulations in Class 5A. Hillcrest with the big victory, 28-27 in the first round, and Rich Central with a 28-0 victory in 5A as well. Those two teams will move on to the second round of the 5A playoffs. Unfortunately, they won't see each other potentially till the semis. All right, folks, high and tight, sponsored by our good friends at Midwest Orthopedic Consultants. Here we go. Again, folks, Brother Rice's offense, one of the most explosive offenses I've covered in 26 years. However, you can't give up more than 40 points 4 times in a 10-game span and expect to win a state championship. Defense has to be a little bit more productive than that. Okay, folks, have a great week. Get out to some games next week. Take care.